TIFU, by making my boyfriend fertile. Context. Me and my boyfriend have been dating for 3 years and having unprotected sex almost the entire time. He took a sperm fertility test a while back and it was concluded that he had a very slim chance of getting me pregnant. He is basically infertile. So hooray. He nuts in me once or twice a day 4 years and nothing happens. No birth control needed for me. Side note. This man eats pizza for lunch every day and drinks a few beers a day if not more. A few months ago we decided to do Andy Frisella 75 hard challenge, which includes no drinking or junk food, stick to a diet, no cheap meals, work out twice a day for 45 minutes each, one has to be outside, take a progress picture, read 10 pages of a non-fiction book, all for 75 days straight. If you mess up you have to start over on day 1. So we did this challenge for about a month and we didn't finish due to it being really that's beside the point. A month later I find out I'm pregnant. We were blown away. Didn't think it was possible. Why after all this time? Get the results back from the doctor. Looks like it was conceived right in the middle of our health challenge. So I guess touching pizza and beer is enough to get your sperm happy and lively. Edit. He told me he was sure he was infertile when we first started dating, but me being skeptical I demanded he order a test. The test said between 30 and 60 was fertile, and anything below that would need a doctor's assistance. He scored 10. At that point I said hell yeah, I hate being on BC. I've tried nearly every kind and always had a bad time. In our minds, we both got lucky. Also, he's 34 for those thinking he must be a rabid teenager to have that much sex. I just got lucky, I swear. We're aware we were still risking it based on the very slim statistics but hey, lesson learned. Condoms from here on out. Edit. For all of you saying I must have cheated, he didn't bring it up because he trusts me. But it's okay, y'all don't know us, so think what you want. I wouldn't post this if there was a scandal behind it lol. If him and I have that much sex, I wouldn't be seeking out morps. There's only so much a girl can take before she's out of order for a few days. Edit. Wow. Thanks for sharing all your stories of getting healthy and having kids. It's been interesting. Sorry to offend so many people, but I didn't force anyone to read my post. For everyone asking, no, I can't keep the baby. For lots of reasons. But according to you guys, I'm a disgusting trash person who should be very ashamed of myself. So hopefully you thank me for not becoming a parent. I'm aware it was a silly thing to rely on the slim chance never happening. Like I said, lesson learned. That's why this isn't TIFU, because it was indeed a foo. It happens and it's not to be ashamed of. It's not all bad. Although we weren't ready now, we know that with a little preparing, saving and healthy lifestyles we can have our own children someday, when we thought we'd have to adopt. You guys take things too seriously. I'm not at all stupid enough to think that this challenge, or eating healthy is some wild new scientific discovery. It was supposed to be like haha stupid to do humor for a otherwise serious and tough situation for us. Remind me to carefully lay out all the details of our lives before I post something. Didn't think I'd get this much hate, but I guess that's what happens when you post about controversial mayo. Also, don't do this stupid health challenge. It's not sustainable, and there's plenty more ways to get healthy and to not kill yourself over a hard specific routine some lardy podcaster laid out for you. TL. Doctor doing a health challenge for a month made my infertile boyfriend healthy enough to get me pregnant. Condom companies hate this man. I mean, when you mix a very slim chance with very often. People make 1% chance rolls all the time. Not sure if diet changed the chances, or if the slim chance happened. So hooray. He nuts in me once or twice a day 4 years and nothing happens. No birth control needed for me. Once or twice a day 4 years. That way, when day 75 comes around I can actually see if my body changed. Indeed it will. So if understand this right, men's birth control is pizza and beer. Edit. My first gold. You made this day special to me. Thank you kind stranger. Once or twice a day 4 years. Jesus Christ. TBF even if he had the most utterly minuscule chance of ever getting you pregnant, it was going to happen eventually. Oops. I'm ups, and if I had that much sex with my wife she'd probably get pregnant. Congratulations on the absolutely endless shagging. Just had it angrily pointed out to me that she probably didn't want to get pregnant, so those congratulations have been removed. No offense intended. I took a sperm fertility test a while back, and it was concluded that we have a very slim chance of getting pregnant. This sounds like a great line early in a relationship to convince your girl to have daily unprotected sex. I think the working out is mainly what did it. Sure, not eating junk food helps, but the working out, specifically full body presses, increases testosterone, which affects your sperm. What I learned from this is I need to use protection going forward. My husband's score was even lower, but he knocked me up too. It just took him 7 years. Kid looks just like him, so luckily there's zero questions regarding her paternal DNA. I hope you are happy about it. If not, that isn't me judging, but we are very happy with a little trophy. I've been wondering if my husband's awful diet and him not eating a single fruit or vegetable for literally most of his life, I know, don't get me started, is the reason we haven't been able to conceive yet, and I'm starting to think, yeah, that's well mayo. I know a woman who had unprotected sex with her various boyfriends for decades. No pregnancy. She figured she was simply infertile. Then, around her mid to late 30s, she gave up smoking and started exercising more. Bang, she had a baby boy. She raised him alone, and it's 25 or so years later, and he is close to being a doctor. Not relevant, but I thought I would add that. I think this kinda happened to me and my husband. We have been together since we were 17, got married at 18, stopped using condoms once we got married, and I never used birth control. We were gamer nerds, so our diet was fast food, Doritos, coffee, and Mountain Dew. At 26 we decided to get healthy, so we changed our diet and started working out moderately. A few months later I get pregnant. We keep up the healthy lifestyle because, hey, we have a kid now. 1.5 years later I get pregnant with twins and have my tubes tied. I miss gaming. It's not the pizza and beer. It's the testosterone boost he got from working out. Semicolon. Congratulations. Low sperm count, low sperm mobility and low sperm health does not equal infertility. Even slow deformed sperm are capable of breaching an egg. What were you guys taught in school? The test said between 30 and 60 was fertile, and anything below that would need a doctor's assistance. He scored 10. At that point I should have demanded a vasectomy. It's the only way to be sure. Welp, congrats on getting your man healthier. I hope he keeps up some healthy habits. Whatever you do with the pregnancy, I hope there's an option that physically and emotionally suits you and your other half. That can be difficult sometimes. I love these very unsubtle promotions of like Andy Frisella 75 Hard program. This food brought to you by Andy Frisella 75 Hard Challenge. He nutted in me once or twice a day 4 years with no protection. Must have been the change in diet if I passed my high school health class correctly. I have a sex. So I guess touching pizza and beer is enough to get your sperm happy and lively. Good to know. I was considering not ordering a pizza tonight, but you've helped me see the light. Thank you. Damn, why not still get on the pill just to be sure if you do it twice a day often? Real TIFU. TIFU by not using it for you. Could he possibly have celiac disease? This is a gluten, wheat, rye, barley allergy which can cause infertility as well as a bunch of other symptoms. Exhaustion, loose stools, stomach issues, brain fog, etc. Lots of fertility success stories in r/keto. When I was at my fittest and most healthy I ended up being pregnant. Now I'm a fat lard to make sure it never ever happens again. Basically infertile is a whole lot different than actually infertile. Just a quick tip, don't assume because you're a stoner you might have trouble conceiving. Got my wife pregnant the month after she got off the pill. Did not expect it to work right away. Damn, he must have the physique of the Michelin man. I can't wait till your child gets to hear this story in 16 years or so. And that, folks, is the power food has on your body. This can be related to testosterone, pizza and beer, no exercise, physical, emotional and mental stress can down the levels of testosterone made in testicles mostly. Happy for you guys. A healthy life, it's almost the answer for anything in our bodies. Cheers. Edit. Typo. Just to be safe I use plenty of pizza and beer, but my main form of birth control is my face. I just want to point out that you can't be sure the health challenge was the reason you got pregnant. Correlation is not causation. Since he is not 100% infertile, it is not that weird that, after so many attempts, he has managed to get you pregnant. So perhaps the fact that it happened as you were on the health challenge was just a matter of luck. Here you are getting pissed by people thinking you cheated, and all I can think about is what's wrong with fiction books. Like, why non-fiction? Why can't it be any book? Pizza and beer are my kind of birth control. It's not the diet, it's the ps. This is Reddit, so I guess it goes without saying that you aborted it? Genuinely curious, but have you tried the implant for BC? My fiance uses it, and she hasn't had any negative symptoms or any other problems with it. We've been clear for almost a year now. TIFU. Literally. Once or twice a day for years. Just reading that makes my balls hurt. That is really funny. One of my best mates had this happen to him. I met him after the kid's birth, but he always said the doctor said my GF was basically infertile, and I respond with, well, that means your sex basically produced a kid. Basically. Nice. Congrats. I guess congratulations is in order? NGL, I'm disappointed that I won't be the first to claim you cheated. Congrats anyway. What's the baby's name? Conception? Congratulations on the pregnancy. I know it wasn't planned, but as the father of the most amazing little unplanned baba, I can only say I'm so grateful this little accident exists. My life has so much more value and meaning. All the best. Lol, you cheated. What a simp raising someone else's kid. So Hoss the father? There's a chance he may have been pre-diabetic. My brother was having the same issues and his doctor said that being pre-diabetic can cause fertility issues. But after he started eating healthier, him and his wife were able to get pregnant. Once or twice a day for years. This is actually pretty neat. It's crazy what a good diet can do for your body. Welcome to the club. My husband was considered so infertile we had IVF with ICSI to get our first 2 children. We have 3 children. Sorry about the pregnancy. It was probably the beer reducing his testosterone levels, thus keeping his fertility down. Not only is it alcohol, it also contains hop, which increases estrogen levels. Right. 1. Do the challenge, and have him do the test again, and see what he scores. 2. If he really does score higher on the challenge, remarket the diet as your proprietary fertility diet. 3. Make. Nice. I wouldn't post this if there was a scandal behind it, lol. I see you've never been to r/Slutter Confessions. Same's happened with my dad. Doc told him there's almost no way he's having kids. He happened to start going to the gym more regularly and changing his diet to influence my mother to lose weight, lol. And boom. He's working out at the gym one day, and on my mother's lunch break she rushes to see him to tell him the news while he's in mid-bench press. About dropped the bar in his chest. He was so excited and surprised. Yee. Bad health practices can get your hormones out ta whack. Although, pizza and beer as birth control does sound pretty dope. Your theory would have held fairly well were it not for the fact that today's sperm was produced approximately 60 days before. Also, I'm getting from your text that 34-year-olds shouldn't be all that keen on frequent sex. I'm 41 and I have no qualms conceding that I do it 5 to 6 days a week. Could just be dumb luck. Even a 0.1% chance happens 0.1% of the time. Multiple times per day over 3 years. Sounds about right. You may have just rolled snake eyes. I guess it's back to beer and pizza then. That is a challenge I would never do. You are definitely lucky. Using condom is one of the worst thing I feel there is about having sex. Well, it was good for you while it lasted. You got lucky? He got lucky finding a woman who wanted that much sex. Would be happy to be able to have sex that often. Did he eat pineapple or walnuts? I think it's well known to power up men's sperm. Your BF gets to drink beer and eat pizza almost every day, and on top of that he gets to nut inside of you 1 to 2 times a day and you are the lucky one. Oops. Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. It wasn't the diet, it was the fact that you were playing with fire this whole time. You say that you got lucky with your 34-year-old dude with a high sex drive. I say he got lucky with a chick who's down on a daily basis. In the end, you're both lucky. You sound like you have a wonderful relationship. Why non-fiction though? Congrats. I had a similar issue happen to me. I had decided to get a vasectomy after the birth of my daughter. After the procedure I had 2 fertility tests. They both came back at 0 sperm seen. Then 2 months after the tests, my wife is pregnant. I went back in for another fertility test. This time, I guess they looked a lot harder. I think low sperm counts are considered to be less than 15 million per milliliter. The doctor told me I had a count of 12. 12 million? I asked. No. Just 12, the doctor told me. Then he said you should go buy a lottery ticket, because you just overcame some impossible odds. Before anyone suggests it, no, my wife did not cheat on me.